All right, we're going to continue to monitor this bad boy. I do think it's super interesting what's going on with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine's racketeering case with him and about 8-9 of his former homies when they were a part of the 9 trade set. So the judge has started to sentence out some of the people. The first person at least has gotten sentenced. Goes by the name of Genzel Butler. You might know him as Ish in the streets. Genzel is the first man to get sentenced in this case. Again, all these guys are up for different years. It is worth noting that Ish was on the lower side of crimes committed, right? He was just a driver doing a robbery in 2018, and he was present during other violent incidents that the gang was a part of, but he was more of a behind-the-scenes guy, according to court documents. Again, he pled guilty like pretty much everyone else a part of this 9 trade set or allegedly a part of it. He's now facing about 60 months behind bars. So he got sentenced with about 5 years, which ain't the worst case scenario, right? Like to get 60 months where a lot of these guys were thinking, all right, I'm finna get 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, he did plead guilty. All right. And again, it is worth noting that he was one of the guys that didn't do as much as some of the other guys. Like somebody's going to get harder sentences. Other guys are going to get harder sentences because of the amount of crimes that they committed, right? But let's focus on Tekashi with this. All right? Well, actually, let's give a statement from Ish. Ish did say in the courtroom as he was giving his 60 months, 5 years, he said, I knew my actions and being around the people I was around could cause harm to people, and I deeply apologize. When I serve my time, I'm going to make a difference in children's lives, in my children's lives. I apologize for everything. Now, I want to swing over from Ish, and I want to move on to Tekashi. I do think it's worth noting that Tekashi was also a background guy like Ish. In his documents, it talks about him not being a hands-on guy, but being around a lot of these crimes. So if this dude has pled guilty and he was not the guy committing a lot of these crimes that these guys have pled guilty to, and he's agreed to work with the feds, he's snitching, which is, it's on document that Tekashi has snitched. He's agreed to work with the feds. All these guys are going to get sentenced in 2019. Tekashi is not, because he's under different sentencing guidelines because he's working with the feds. He's going to get sentenced in January of 2020. So I'm thinking to myself, if Ish got 5 years, he pled guilty but didn't snitch, I'm starting to believe Tekashi 6ix9ine is getting out of jail in 2020. I know that's crazy to think. I'm not saying I'm rooting for it. I'm just telling y'all what I'm starting to believe. If Ish got 5 years, he pled guilty, but he didn't rat, and Tekashi ratted, pled guilty and all that stuff, and he was a background guy just like Ish, logic would tell you that unless they got something crazy on Tekashi that would have put him behind bars for like 40 years if convicted, logic would tell you that 6ix9ine might be out next year. This is a stunning revelation in this situation, in this case. I cannot believe Ish is going to get off with 5. That will likely tell you that Tekashi 6ix9ine has a really good chance at getting out of prison at some point in the year 2020. Wow. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. We will keep you guys up to date as some of the other guys get sentenced and the 9 trade set. It is worth noting that Shotty has gotten time served. He has not got sentenced completely yet. So I'll let you guys know as more of this case unravels, and obviously when Tekashi finds out his sentence, and we will be talking about it. Man, what if they just tell Tekashi, yo, you free to walk on time served? That would be crazy. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take a granted salute. I'm out. What's going on? Is yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. As I promised, $100 giveaway to someone who followed my Instagram account, FERRO Reacts, liked 5 posts, and commented the number 100 under 5 of my pictures. It's simple as that. $100 in my hand right now to a loyal follower of the platform. You don't know what post I'm going to pick, though. That's the only thing. You know I'm going to give $100 away, so it's in your best interest every time you see me post to like it, comment at the number 100 under it, so you can win this money. So right now, I'm going to pick the post. I'm picking the DC Young Fly post. Look, you're seeing it on screen right now. Newest first, and I'm just looking for the person who was the most active. Who commented it the most? It seems like YNW Cash is the guy that's going to win this money this week. I'm finna DM him for his PayPal. And it's simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. $100 to YNW Cash. Next week, it could be you. Just like my post, comment 100, follow the FERRO Reacts platform, and this is free money for you. Just simple as that.